Ever since I was little, I've loved the water. Maybe it's genetic because my mom and dad love the water too. But whether it's nature or nurture, I feel pretty lucky to have been born into a family that instilled in me an appreciation for the ocean. Also for lakes and rivers and pools, but most of all, the ocean. I'm told I learned to swim around the same time I learned to walk. Some of my earliest memories are playing on the sand by the ocean or in the waves of the ocean, holding onto my mom's hands as we played in the shore break, holding onto my dad's back as we body surfed. The ocean brings me joy, and I believe that if we want more people to protect it, we have to share the joys of it with them. So I set out to give back some of what I've been given, and to talk to other environmental activists.
My name's Jeremy Jones. I'm a professional snowboarder and committed to the environment.
Why would you like to save or help protect the ocean?
I get some of my food from the ocean. I enjoy being in the ocean. But what I have realized as I've dug into it more is if we have a warming ocean, that's going to have huge ripple effects, not just for sea life and the ocean, but for the whole planet, and will make it hard for humanity to survive on Earth. I have a organization that I started called Protect Our Winters that is focused on slowing down climate change. And I came to it from snow, but I've really realized that it's all connected, and we're seeing the effects of climate change on winters, but we're also really seeing the effects of a warming planet on the oceans as well.
So the Machado Foundation now is really hyper-focused on water. We've been really kind of centralizing our efforts around putting drinking water in schools for kids, because a lot of schools these days also have vending machines and they're selling single-use plastic water bottles. So I'm like, lose the single-use plastic bottles and the vending machines that sell Coke and all that other crap, and let's get some killer canteen water bottles, free water where kids can, at a couple different locations around their campus, can go and refill their water and have great drinking water. And so that's kind of my main focus right now. It's really around the whole water and like minimizing plastic on campus.
I chose to protect the ocean and to be involved in a project like this because the more I learned, the more I realized we are so dependent on it. Not only for sustenance, not only for food and for the different ways it serves the earth and oxygen, because a lot of the seaweeds and the plant growth, they provide oxygen too. Everyone thinks it's all rainforests, but also because I enjoy the ocean. The wonders of the creatures in the ocean, the fact that this is a plant and an animal and a boy and a girl at the same time, that's a magic that I want to preserve. I think the world needs a little more magic, and I think the ocean is full of magic.
How do you feel you benefit from the ocean?
It's a good question. Well, I love the ocean, and every time I leave with a huge smile on my face. It doesn't matter if I have a good or bad surf, because generally that's what I'm doing in the ocean, is surfing. But I have a really strong connection with the ocean. I feel like it's a place where I can simply just be me. It's rejuvenating. It's a place where I can reset.
How do you think we could help stop or help slow down global warming?
It almost seems impossible, but I think we can give back to our world by teaching every single kid, child, about what we've done to the planet, what us adults have done to the planet, and not saying that we did it on purpose. I don't think we knew the damage we were doing, or we seem to ignore the damage we were doing, but to me it seems like a lot of adults are stuck in a rut and we just have our habits and it's really hard to break, and a lot of people are absolutely trying to break those habits. But if we instill in our kids what we know we've done and what mistakes we've made from a very young age, I think they can be the best advocates, and they can can continue trying to help what we messed up.
I want to protect the ocean because I want to know that every year I come back to the ocean, it's always going to be there and going to be healthy and strong.
The first word that comes to mind when I think about the ocean is happiness.
First thing I think of when I hear the word ocean is just plain out amazing. It's just the waves and everything about it is just so great.
Why would you like to protect the ocean?
Because I don't want trash in it, and if there was trash, birds and fish might choke. I like to protect the ocean because I want to know that it's strong and I'll be able to play in it for a long time.
I would like to protect the ocean because it's like my sacred space. It's just where I go when I'm sad or happy. My favorite part about the ocean is just going in there with friends and family and connecting, like a big connection area.
What is the first word that comes to mind when you think of the ocean?
Joy.
How do you feel like you benefit from the ocean or just being around the ocean?
I feel happy and I feel like it calms me down.
How do you feel when you know you're getting to go to the ocean?
Excited, really excited. I remember I was here a couple years ago and there was an oil spill and I was closing all the sea anemones, but probably didn't work. If you pollute the ocean, all the animals and all the things that are living in the ocean are gonna die, and that really makes me sad. I love animals and I like to look at them and see them.
So we were walking down the beach with all of us for a little evening walk to go watch the surf, and this baby seal, not quite baby, maybe juvenile seal, came hobbling onto the beach, and the girls actually said to me they thought that he had something around his neck. And so as we got closer, we realized that he had some fishing wire, a whole lot of fishing wire around his neck, and then a whole lot underneath his belly. And as he walked, he was dragging it, and it had sliced him about this thick into the whole of his neck. And we just felt horrible, and his eyes, we just felt like they were staring at me, just saying, "Help me, but I'm scared of you, you're a horrible human." And so these surfers walked by, and you could tell everybody's heart just was in pain for this poor little juvenile seal. So I asked these surfers if they'd help me, and so they said absolutely. And so some neighbors gave us a towel and a pair of scissors, and we just all figured out how to get him to bite a log, and then jumped on him and held down his head and snipped the what's it called, fishing line away. And we don't know if he was okay, but we're hoping, and we just realized there are just so many animals out there that have this every single day all over the world, and we are what has caused it, which is really depressing, and who knows how we can fix it. But I feel like if every single human tries every single day to do something to help this world, I think it'll make a big difference.
90% of seabirds have plastic in their stomach. 600 species worldwide are getting harmed by this pollution.
Stop! Save the oceans, please!